Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very unique case which came before the Agra ITAT SMC bench, and the issue was that whether the assessment can be completed under section 144 just on the basis of a notice issued under section 142 subsection 1. This issue has been well taken care of by the SMC bench of Agra in the case of Sarvesh Kumar versus Income Tax Officer, and this case is reported in 128 ITR Tribunal, short notes 41, and the date of the judgment is 18th November 2025. The present case is also a classic example that whatever the assessment procedures are there in the Income Tax Act, those assessment procedures should be well taken care of by the assessing authorities before completing the assessment, and if they will not take care of those procedures, then the assessment based on the procedures which has been adopted which are not known to the law are going to be bad in law. The present case is a very unique case. In the present case, the assessment year is 17-18. This assessment year was relevant for the period of demonetization, that is the financial year 16-17. The assessee has deposited some cash into his bank account, but the assessee has not filed his income tax return. The assessing officer was having the information that the assessee has deposited some cash into his bank account, so the assessing officer issued notice under section 142 subsection 1 dated 29th March 2018, and which was even unsigned to the assessee. The assessee filed return in response to the notice under section 142 subsection 1 under section 44 AD, that is presumptive taxation, and the assessing officer on the basis of that return completed the assessment of the assessee under section 144, that is the best judgment assessment. The assessee challenged this assessment before the CIT appeal, and the CIT appeal also upheld the order of the learned assessing officer. So when the matter was before the tribunal, one of the main contention of the assessee on the technical ground was that in the present case, the assessing officer should have completed the assessment only by issuing the notice under section 148, and the assessment cannot be completed under section 144 by simply issuing a notice under section 142 subsection 1, and which was even unsigned. When the tribunal heard the matter, the tribunal said that in order to frame the assessment, the assessing officer should have issued notice under section 148 in the procedure which is known to the law, and then should have completed the assessment under section 147 read with section 143 subsection 3 or section 147 read with section 144. The tribunal said that in the present case, the 144 assessment has been done. The assessment has been done under section 144 on the basis of notice issued under section 142 subsection 1, and which was even unsigned. So the tribunal quashed the assessment proceedings on the ground that no notice under section 148 has been issued to the assessee. So the whole procedure of assessment and the assessment order is bad in law. Friends, this is one of the classic case that where the revenue authorities take the assessment proceedings which are not as per law, and in a number of cases it has been seen that the tribunals take it very seriously that the procedures which are there in the law should be followed. So in the present case also, the tribunal quashed the proceedings on the basis that the notice has been issued which was unsigned. The notice issued only was section 142 subsection 1 notice, and then assessment was completed under section 144. So the tribunal said that until and unless the notice under section 148 is issued to the assessee in the present case, the whole assessment procedure and the assessment proceedings are bad in law. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Sarvesh Kumar versus Income Tax Officer, and this case is reported in 128 ITR Tribunal, short notes 41, and the date of the judgment is 18th November 2025. Thank you, friends.